Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry the room is so, I'm not sorry, I'm happy the room is so crowded, but sorry for you up there. Do you want us to bring some chairs from outside? It's going to be short, so this is only for the first part. So, thank you all. As you know, this is a session that we have organized to introduce our research groups. We think it's good that we get to know each other, not only the staff members, but also the staff members, because many of those have recently arrived, so it's good if they have this general view of the department, but also for PhD students and master students. So what I have asked the research groups, and I am very thankful to all of them for having accepted and having willing to participate and make things easy, is I have asked them to make a very, very short presentation of each one of the groups. This is going to be like flash, so you all get a sense of what we are doing in the department and what does every particular group. And then we will go out of the room, and you can approach each group that you are interested in, go to their table, have coffee, and exchange, discuss, get to know everything. So. Thank you all. I take the advantage of the fact that you are all here to announce another event related to research, but at the UPF level. This is mostly for researchers, right? So if you do have a project that you want to let others know about, UPF is organizing sessions to get people from different disciplines to interact and get to know each other again and connect. This is called intermingling science. Some of you might already have heard about this. If not, you can ask me, or I can send the info to you. There are going to be like 3 or 4 sessions throughout the year, and I encourage principal investigators of projects to participate. So UPF also knows about the research we are doing in our department, and you have opportunities to get to know what other departments are doing. So our first group, or our first presenter, is Camille Ungureanu from the Political Theory Research Group. He's online. I have to excuse him because it was a matter of setting the agenda, and they were not able to be here. They were not maybe approached enough in advance, but he is kind enough to join us online. So, Camille, the floor is yours. Can you see the
PowerPoint?
We will be sharing the screen so everyone can see your slides, okay?
If possible, if not...
No, it is.
Yeah. Camille,
super.
You can tell us when we move forward.
Can you see them? Because I cannot see properly.
Avanti.
Okay. Well, hello to everybody. I came home especially for this, but I'm me and Miguel Bestegui. We're basically organizing today a whole project session in the workshop in the Institut de Estudis Catalans. Tatiana is away. Mark is in paternity leave, so that's why we're not physically there, but we are in spirit with all of you. So basically, the research group in political theory is made of 4 basic staff: Miguel, Tatiana, Yo, and Mark, who is the coordinator, and PhDs and external members. Slide. The next slide.
Oh, sorry.
If you can click on it.
Yeah, okay, keep going.
Yeah? So basically we, among ourselves, we are EPEs in 3 projects. One on pathologies of capitalism, second one on far right and ecology in Southern and Eastern Europe, and another one on referenda in government and decision making. We are also part of 4 other projects. These projects are in general interdisciplinary. We work the interface between, on the one hand, political philosophy and social sciences, and on the other hand, political philosophy and humanities. Me and Mark in particular also combine political theory or theorizing, broadly speaking, and qualitative analysis. So it's a very, we are very much in favor of methodological pluralism. Next slide. Yeah, it's okay? Yes. Next slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of activities, there are permanent activities and different workshops depending on our projects and so on. So about the permanent activities this year, we start, because it's a year of the foundation of the group, we'll have every year inaugural lectures. So for this year, we have a professor from King's College, is already confirmed, the 3rd of December. We'll have also welcome meetings, well, for everybody, but specifically directed to those in political theory, but again, they're open. We'll have a PhD theory workshop, not political theory, theory workshop, which is open to all students who are interested in theoretical matters. That will take place every year from now on in May. And a more specific one, this is already a tradition, the June workshop of political theory. This is more specific again, and it's in I don't know, the 3rd year or the 4th year that is organized. We also, and that's a little bit of a novelty, we obtain a great concession from the from the department to teach a course in methods in political philosophy, and that would be a very open and very interdisciplinary course in the 2nd trimester. Slide, and that's the last one. Yes. So what is important here to point out, that's part of this process of refoundation, we set up Barcelona Network for Critical Thought and Social Research. This is my initiative and Miguel's initiative together with 3 scholars, and Tatiana's, together with 3 scholars from 6 different Catalan universities. So the idea here is to bring together people from different disciplines and different groups, and to set up something that here doesn't really happen that much, to set up some basic lines of research, to integrate PhD students, postdocs, and to build institutional relations with 2 types of institutions. First, similar groups in the United States, in Copenhagen. We already have contacts. We have also a little bit of money and support from a group of sociologist and philosopher. Craig Calhoun is a sociologist, supports this initiative. Charles Taylor is a famous, well-known philosopher. So this group actually supports our activities. So the idea is to go local and international, and to create a sort of a network that really helps people at different stages of their career to pursue, their curiosities and passion. And the second thing that is really important, we are building institutional relations between this network and our group, obviously, because this is related with the group, with different institutions in Barcelona. You'll see whether we manage with the institutions from outside. So, for instance, CSB, which is a key institution in Barcelona, contacted us, and we are in discussions with them to have a formal agreement and to have yearly activities that are part of what is called outreach. The same with Ateneo Barcelonés, Librería Centrales, and also other institutions, in order to have some sort of debate and impact also in society. So I think my 3 minutes are up.
Thank you. Thank you, Camille.
For any questions, I cannot be there, but for any questions, drop an email to any of us. We are really happy to assist.
Thank you, Camille.
Yes.
Thank you for joining from
home. I'm at home. But I
so
have
now,
to run back to the institute now.
Okay.
So I'm sorry I cannot help, but I have my presentation in 1 hour, so I have to be there.
Okay. Thank you. Anyway, So now it's the four next groups are already seated in the table. So I will introduce them just all together, so then we don't lose time. First one is going to be Greeting Group presented by Xenia Helgren. Second one, it's going to be the Wrexham, presented by Mariano Torcal. You are the second one. The group on political actors by Juan Carlos Triviño. And finally, Greta Group by Maria Rudó. I will not give some minutes to you because you are here and I can wave you. So Camille had this privilege, but I hope you don't need that.
Starting now, 3 minutes, okay. Thank you, Clara. So I'm presenting GRITIM, the Interdisciplinary Research Group on Immigration. We're, as the title says, a very interdisciplinary group. Our members come from different disciplines: political science, sociology, anthropology, and law, for instance. And we work very much also with applied, policy-oriented research. We work closely together in several projects with the Barcelona City Council, the Generalitat of Catalunya, in policy making, specifically addressing immigration, diversity, and anti-discrimination issues. So our hallmarks, defining our identity very briefly, we conduct cutting-edge research on migration and diversity, mainly in the Mediterranean region and Europe, geographically speaking. As I said, we're interdisciplinary, no need to repeat anything now, short on time. We have a strong international position, both in terms of leading numerous European-funded research projects, providing innovative perspectives on immigration and diversity management, and publications in leading journals, both in migration studies and in the general social sciences, mainly political science and sociology. We also, still this year, managed the migration in migration studies, which also reflecting the increasing interest now internationally in migration studies, given the diverse crisis, etc. Now we see a very much an increasing number of applications each year, and we hope it's going to continue now, also in the new format of the master. We have 4 current research projects. Broader, Bridging the Migration and Urban Studies Nexus, which is a Horizon project. Euromed Midge, which was recently granted funding for a Marie Curie doctoral network, which we're very excited about, of course. The project REACT, which I'm coordinating at present, research action against anti-Gypsyism and anti-Muslim discrimination. This is a project where we work closely together with the City Council and the Catalan government, trying to, for instance, achieve a mainstreaming of anti-racism measures in education. And the project that Lorenzo Gabrielli, my colleague here, is coordinating, Youth Act, connecting young defenders in the Mediterranean, understanding, networking, and transforming. And it's very much, unfortunately, also very burning issues that this project touches right now with Palestine. It involves young activists from Palestine who weren't able to make it, for instance, to a gathering recently, of course. Our research areas are broad. They cover the main issues in migration studies, internationally and nationally. Migration policies and practices, borders and bordering, geopolitics of migration, multi-level and urban governance of immigration, integration, diversity management, discrimination, inclusion, exclusion, racialization, racism and anti-racism, intersectionality, necropolitics, coloniality and post-colonialism, and migrant labor, precariousness and inequalities. This is a summary of all the areas that we work with. That's 3 minutes.
That's it?
I think that's it. Yes, we have 3 publication series. You can check it out on the website, or you're happy to attend you at the table in a while. So thank you. Thank you.
Okay. My name is Mariano Torcal. I'm a catedrático of this department in political science. I'm the director of Wrexham, the Research and Expertise Center of Survey Methodology. I want to say that this is not a research group. This is actually a center of research, so it's a higher status. I want to make it that clear. And so
Yeah.
there are only 7 in the university.
I'm sorry, you're right, Mariano. I was always referring to research groups, but it's a combination of groups and research centers, right?
Yeah.
So each one will be... No, different levels, but each one will say which level they
So anyhow, so we are a research center. We have many activities. I'm not going to bother you. Everything it has to do with all the methodological instruments that have to do with study of public opinion, attitudes, and social psychology, political psychology, and all kind of stuff. So we have different research areas, obviously, with different people that are doing research areas. They have their own research projects. Then we have, obviously, an expertise and consulting area. So we make some consulting to people coming to us to ask questions about survey methodology and this kind of stuff. And second, we have a method school, which is you can apply through the department if you're a PhD student, and then you go to the summer school. We have a summer and winter school. So research area, there is so many. You see the list up there. I don't want to be bothering you, but it's everything. Obviously, there is everything is related with survey methodology, quality of survey questions, web surveys, statistical methods, this kind of stuff. Also, things are related with public opinion and political behavior, and different areas. I want to say that we have some people working with ERCs in our center. So it's a well-recognized international center. We have also European projects that are funding all this research. In fact, the origin of the research center was the European Social Survey that you're familiar with. So we were involved with the European Social Survey from the very beginning. I was a national coordinator of the European Social Survey for 10 years. Now I'm not, but we are, as a research center, we are part of the methodological brands that coordinate all the methodological aspects of the European Social Survey. So one of them are translation, which Diana is working on that, and they have very top of the age things that have to do with quality of questions, translation, web surveys. Also, Melanie is working on that, and on and on. Also, we have a lab, this experimental lab that is directed by La Professora Martinez Bennett, that is working on experiments and manage the lab for any kind of proposal that you might have to do research on. I'm going to be very brief if I can. If there's no moving, what I do? Okay. So this is the research project. I don't want to bother you with this. There is so many projects going in our area. It's something related with attitudes, polarizations, and I have also 2 big projects on polarization. But also there's people working on other topics too, which are very interesting and challenging. Sometimes I don't even know what they're doing, but it's very good. And
time is over. Huh?
Expertise and consulting, we do that. And finally, method schools. I want to emphasize this is important for you guys to know that we have at your disposal a set of courses that are not only the summer and the winter, also we offer some courses during the year, but mostly it's the summer and the winter that you can apply through the department if you're a PhD student, and that's for free. And if not, it's very cheap. If you go out there in the market and explore methods courses, you're going to see that we are very cheap. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So hello everyone, my name is Juan Carlos Triviño. I'm coordinator along with Nicolas Vicky of the Institutional Political Actors group. And actually the way that I would like to start my, my presentation today about our group is that I went to ChatGPT and I wrote, could you offer me a picture of institutional political actors? And this is the first picture that I got. So very traditional, like classical understanding of institutions, very solid ones, justice. We have, like a group of men like sitting around tables, more justice, the US flag, other things. But I was not satisfied with this, right? I was not very satisfied with this, and I asked them, then could you add the Global North and the Global South, international organizations, consensus, autocratic regimes, etc., and this is what I got. This is the picture I got. I was a little bit happier with what I was seeing, but I was not still satisfied. So I wrote European Union politics, climate change, minorities, right? Public policy, multi-level governance, and this is the final picture that I got. And these all three pictures represent many of the different areas that we work as a research group. We are around 30 researchers divided in 12 PhD candidates, 7 assistant professors, and 7 full professors, and 4 postdocs who are working on basically the role of institutions on political and policy outcomes. And actually, our focus as research group is to examine the effect of institutions on political and policy outcomes. Here, we do so by investigating the strategies and choices of political elites, policy elites, on social groups and citizens, or these interactions, or these dynamics that emerge from here. Our goals as a research group is to advance the study of state and non-state actors, explore political actors across different administrative levels, what I mentioned before about multi-level governance, and also political systems. We have a wider range of understanding of political systems, political behavior, electoral politics, among other things. We are a very pluralist group. We have, from a methodological perspective, people working on, from a quantitative perspective, qualitative perspective, mixed methods. Also, we try to cover as many world regions as possible, but our primary focus is on Europe, but we are open to, the whole world, basically. So we did a small survey among our members to write down which are like the main research areas that they are working on. And we created this word cloud, with the most relevant responses. We got around 19 responses, which is very good. We're very happy with that. And the term that stands out in this word cloud is comparative politics, but also political participation, democratization or regime change, European Union politics, public policy, in a more field-specific area, migration and diversity politics, gender and politics, among other things, right? So this is pretty much, the identity of our group, what we do, what we are very passionate about. As I said before, we have a very strong focus.
I'm sorry.
No,
but
30 seconds.
Okay.
We have a very strong focus on EU, the world, and also to a lesser extent, Latin America and other world regions. Research projects, we have many, 4 main areas: political institution, party dynamics, social policy, social dynamics, climate change. We get funded from, EU, you name it. And the activities, main activities we have, actually our flagship activity, our research seminars we have every 2 weeks. They're open to everyone who want to attend. Also, here we have PhD candidates presenting, researchers at the more advanced stages of their careers, people in the Barcelona area from other parts of the world who are visiting our university. This is also open to them. And also we have joint seminars. Actually, Camille mentioned, as one of the coordinators of the group of political theory, we organized their flagship event, co-organized in June this year. And we are very active in social media, through Twitter. Actually, Nico is the man when it comes to social media. And about the future.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
okay,
it's too late.
I'm done.
You're done.
Thank you.
Just for the presenters to come, the idea is that everyone can go and check the website for details, or else come to your table afterwards. So don't worry if some of the things you wanted to say, you don't have time to say. Maria, whenever you want.
Hola, bona tarda. Hello, everyone. I am Maria Rodó, and I will present the research group on gender and inequalities, also known as GRETA. First of all, it's not a center. Yet, I would say.
Yes.
Greta was created in 2022, and our main goal is to study gender alongside other social inequalities such as ethnicity, age, sexual orientation, and class, among others. Greta's work focuses on several key research lines, including feminist theory, sexual and gender diversity, post-colonial and decolonial theories, intersectionality, discrimination, spatial inequalities, visual and participative methods, critical epistemologies, and also social movements. Our team consists of researchers that come from diverse disciplines and fields of study, ranging from sociology and political sciences to geography, psychology, law, and feminist studies, and also using diverse kinds of methodological approaches. Since we started, Greta has been working to build networks and collaborations among researchers, and to support this, we organize regular seminars such as the Greta monthly seminars. In our seminars, we host presentations from both Greta members and also external scholars, including both local and international researchers. We invite people at different stages of their careers, from junior to senior researchers, to share their work. And this diversity of voices helps us explore a wide range of perspectives and also establish strong networks with other institutions and other researchers. Topics have covered intersectionality and climate change, for example, feminist data visualizations and spatial inequalities, among others. And this is the schedule for this year, so you are all invited to join us for our upcoming monthly seminars. We have already had two wonderful presentations, one from Alba Lanau, who's here, this academic year, and we are excited to continue with more seminars in the coming months. And finally, we also hold the Greta Annual Lecture, where leading researchers present their work, allowing us also to engage with current discussions and on diverse topics, and also to create these networks. And this one was from the last academic year. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Now I invite Aida Soler, Javier Arregui, Mariana Gutiérrez, and Ferran Montaner, and David or Miquel to join us.
No, superbé. Hola. Soc la Mariana, que moltes vegades hem parlat i mai ens hem presentat. Sí. Qui hi haurà? El David o el Miquel? Vale. Yo sí.
Que realmente...
Si tienes 3 o 4 diapositivas, después aquí.
Eso ya
¿Está qué?
a tope,
Sí.
Vale. Okay. There are now. So the order now it's first demo soc, Aida Soler, second bases, Javier Arregui, then Gretz and John Hopkins together, I mean one after the other, and finally the group on public policy and management and government. So you again have 3 minutes each. There will still be one final presentation which doesn't belong to any group or center, and then we will go out. So for those up there, you can, if you want, come closer and sit in the front or anything you want. Okay.
Bona tarda. Quin goig fa la sala.
s'ha d'admetre. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm presenting the DEMOSOC research group, which stands for Demography and Sociology. So we are a united, heterogeneous, and productive research group. We are a diverse team in terms of research lines, but we do research under the same umbrella, which are studies on social inequalities and social problems. In terms of, from a formal point of view, we can say that the group is formed with 1 full professor, 5 associates, 4 tenure tracks, 1 ICRIE, 1 emeritus, 7 postdoctoral fellows, and 21 PhD students. This picture is from 2 weeks from now. We organize an outing every year. It's a very nice way of interacting among each other, and it's very successful because it's been, I don't know how many editions there are already, but it's very nice. Usually it's close to Barcelona or so in Catalonia. In terms of the members, what we do is that all members of the group work at the intersection between demography, sociology, and criminology. But I want to emphasize that we have a strong background in quantitative analysis or methods, that we aim to explore how demographic changes and social inequalities affect society. And this is very important for us. So we have, as you see here on the screen, different research lines that I'm not going to go through because you can go to the website and check. All associate professors and full professors sum up to 20 accredited 6-year research period, which is quite successful, I must say. And in terms of research projects, currently we are beneficiating from 2 ERC grants, 4 projects of the Horizon Europe program, and 6 national research projects. In terms of dissemination, and this is since 2018, we have produced, I must say, over 125 peer-reviewed articles, 30 books and book chapters. We attend national and international conferences regularly, at least once a year for each member, maybe more. And also we have like a very good network and workshops that we attend. In terms of the training, we are part of the PhD program in Political and Social Science, which is our program. And since 2007, 47 doctors have succeeded and obtained the PhD. We organize the monthly DEMOSOC research seminars that we invite you to come. They are open to the community, and they are very successful in terms of quorum. So come if you want. And we supervise master and pre-doc and postdoctoral students quite successfully as well. In terms of knowledge transfer, our goal is to arrive to the society. So we are working on this as well. So I'm done. So, so if you want to know more, just chat with us. You can follow us on social media, and you can also come in our offices if you want. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Clara, first of all, for organizing this great event. I think this is very nice for knowing each other and for many other things, okay, that could happen in the tea break. We have a tea break afterwards. I have a presentation, but I will not show any presentation because I prefer just to say basically a few things about BACES. I'm not so sure whether we are a research group, but we are a research center, okay, which is basically, BACES means basically Barcelona Center for European Studies, and this is a recognized Jean Monnet Center of Excellence for research, doing research in European Union topics, okay. We are not interdisciplinary, but we are multidisciplinary center because we have people from the economic department, and also we used to have from the law department, in addition to the political science department, and this means that we are also plural, okay? Sometimes I have problems with this, some people mention interdisciplinary, but I have the perception that when we are talking about interdisciplinary, most of the time we want to say multidisciplinary, okay, but anyway, this is another issue. And basically, the lines of research we have are pretty much related to the policy making, decision making. Policy making, basically, just to make clear, means all the important policy stages in the policy process, okay? From agenda setting to implementation, basically formulation, negotiation, decision making. We think this is the core of the political, I would say, of politics, not the political process, the politics, okay? And we provide actually important to this topic because our context, local, national context doesn't provide too much importance, okay? So basically we are working on this, and also the issue related to it, which is public policies. Public policies also in a broad sense, because as you know, I mean, the European Union is working in regulatory policies. 95% of all of policies are regulation policies. Also some kind of cohesion policies or redistributory policies, a little bit. And of course, also we are working on economic policies or macroeconomic policy, which is also becoming more and more important, okay? So we are working basically in the link between, or the interaction between this policy making and these public policies. We have a number of PhD students. We have a number also of master students. Actually, we have a master program called European Politics and Society, which is Erasmus Mundus. We are part of that, and we have many international students interested in these topics. And of course, we have a number of research projects which are related basically with these topics, okay? We also have strong links with international links with other universities, both in Europe but also outside elsewhere. And basically, one recent topic we have had with the Chinese Hong Kong universities, EU, China-EU relationships in a number of topics, mainly related to trade topics, and also highly salient issues, particularly for the Chinese, okay? So, and if you want more information, we'll be happy to provide you this afterwards in the coffee, on the tea break. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I wasn't aware of the language of the presentation, so I'll do a translation. And Catalan is not my first language, so I have to do double translation. So yeah, we are the research group on health inequalities. We are a transdisciplinary research group within the public health field with researchers from medicine, biology, epidemiology, sociology, and many more. We are part of an international network for research projects and also papers, and we're part of the Johns Hopkins University Public Policy Center that Ferran is going to talk about it. And our goal is to make visible health inequalities, basically. So our research lines are, like other groups, a lot, precarious employment, social determinants of health, intersectionality, complex system analysis, public policies and health, and political ecology. Well, I'm not going to mention everyone, but we are a lot of people here. The director is Joan Benac, the co-director is Christos Zographos, and with a lot of professors and PCR staff and PhD students. Right now we have two important projects, competitive projects, the GIGOS project that is about platform workers and health, and the ESDI, which is an European conference founded by the EU for Health program, co-founded by the European Union. We are going to have more information in a bit for you. Also the GRESS project, the Green Sacrifice in Spain, which PI is Christos Zographos, and two projects that are about to start. One of them is the Diverse project of the Professor Beatriz Rodriguez Lavajos, an ERC Consolidator grant, and Young Paths that is about labor market trajectories funded by the Ministerio de Ciencia y Innovación, Universidades. We just closed two COVID projects. We work a lot in the pandemic about that. We have two big events coming next year. One is ESDI, that I already said, and the other one is organized by Beatriz Rodriguez Lavajos, the International Congress of Ecological Humanities. We will have more information, as I said, within the weeks. And, well, just a picture of us, of some of us, and I'm going to give the word to Ferran to talk about the Public Policy Center.
Thank you. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks to the department, the audience, the administrative, and the staff of the department that makes everything possible. I'm going to speak very briefly about the Public Policy Center. We have recently baked academic memory for the 23-24 academic year, so you can check it out in our webpage. We have some physical copies at the table, and we also have a brief leaflet of the report. First of all, I want to say that thanks Mariano for talking about the levels, because we are a center of studies of the department with great groups in it. BACES is one of them. GRETS is the other one. We work closely with the Bloomberg School of Public Health, based in Baltimore, in the Johns Hopkins University, and we also are a linked unit of the UPF Barcelona School of Management. The center was founded in 2013, but it's a long-standing collaboration between the Johns Hopkins and the Universitat Pompeu Fabra, and the aim of the center is to bring together scientific and research interests to provide critical knowledge and on what we believe are the most significant and planetary problems and their systemic historical causes, and help inform political decisions and policy interventions that are more effective, equitable, and truly sustainable. We have many research lines, but we group them in 5, I would say: inequalities and poverty. Everyone is somehow related to these issues, but we also have climate and environment, or even political ecology, international governance and policy, work and employment, and health and well-being. Just to mention, because I think it's relevant in terms of the difference between other groups, maybe, as long as we are a joint initiative, we have a director, that's Professor Joan Benach, who's the coordinator formally at the UPF, but we also have a co-director from the Johns Hopkins University side, who's Keisha Pollack-Porter, and then we have an advisory board in which there is Javier, Christos, and then from the Hopkins side, Jonathan Esani, Mary Sheehan, and also Carlos Montaner from the University of Toronto. I'm not going to mention everyone again, but as you can see, we are many people. We have 6, 7 faculty members. Then we have our own staff, which is not staff of the different groups that are within the Public Policy Center. So we have our own structure, and then we have, of course, postdoctoral researchers, pre-doctoral researchers, and also visiting researchers at all levels of their careers. As I said, you will find everything in our academic or scientific report. Beyond the projects and articles, we also have our series of self-edited reports, policy briefs, viewpoints, which are scientific-based opinion pieces. They are all online in our website. And you can see our scientific production for the last year. You have everything in detail. And just to conclude, I would say we encourage you to attend and follow us and follow our policy dialogues, which is a series of events that take place almost every month with very varied topics. Yesterday we had one on artificial intelligence, politics, and ethics. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we are almost done. We only have one last group and one final presentation about a proposal that as a department we are preparing. So far, if I was to be a PhD student here, I would be overwhelmed by all of this. It's like thinking about all the books you will never read in your life. This is all the activities, events that you will not be able to cover, right? I'm just entertaining while they get ready. So the last group is presented by David Sancho and Mick jointly, and David and Miguel Salvador. And I introduced you already, and Beatriz Rodriguez Lavajos will be talking to you briefly, announcing that the department is working on a proposal for a big project as a department, research project as a department. So far you have seen all the pieces, but as a department we will apply to a big research project next year. And she has been leading this. And just for you to know that this is happening, obviously for the staff now I refer to, you will know more about this in the following weeks, months. But as we are all here today, we take the opportunity to make the announcement. This is not going to be a presentation as such. Okay, so we are about to finish. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. As you have seen, in our department we have understanding groups of research and centers, but the last one is, I have no words, but we are Governance, Management and Public Policy Research Group. We are focused to study the governance systems, both at national and international levels, and we make emphasis in Latin America. Miguel?
Yeah, many thanks. But let me just, I have just 3 minutes. We expect not to use all of them. But many thanks for organizing this kind of event, and also welcome everybody to have the opportunity to meet each other. As David Sancho comments, we are focusing in these topics in the public management, in public policies, and also in the governance structures. We focus on this kind of elements related to how public administrations are organized and how they operate in a context complex and how they develop different strategies in order to improve public policies. The main aspects we usually focus is understanding how public policies shape government actions, especially on regulatory policies, and also in its internal side of public administration, this organizational improvement and innovation policies.
Well, we have some topics that we study now. The first one is the development of robust governance models that is related with the emphasis of crisis, no?
You try to manage different paradigms that are present in public administrations. One of the Bavarian model of bureaucratics, there's this new public management, and so on. And we are focused now in the emergence of the robust governance model that try to answer how public administrations are answering to crisis, to a context of turbulence, that it means a new equilibrium between stability and change, and how they develop different public policy capacities in order to face this kind of challenges.
Yes, we focus on other issues like innovation and artificial intelligence in government systems, regulations, and we study 2 kinds of public policy, higher education policies and local development public policies. We have an transference cathedra related with these areas. We are used to work with administrations, making some consultancy with them. For example, collaboration with Generalitat de Catalunya, Ajuntament de Barcelona, Diputació de Barcelona. We work too with international governments, basically in the Latin America area. Argentina, Peru, Mexico, Brazil. We are a few members. Take it, please.
Just okay. The members of the group, are Carla Ramió, Jacint Jordana, David Sancho, and myself. Also, new department members related to these areas: Andrea Lanferini, Juan Carlos Triviño. Also, and Monica Clua will be expected to be included also in our group. And of course, we are opening to collaborate and welcoming researchers to keep in contact. Basically, if you are interested in the dark side of public administration, that is not visible, and so how it works, and also especially in local government, regional government, also in Latin American area. And we are out of time, maybe. Many thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Well, yes, as explained before, I'm not here presenting my own work. I'm not here as a leader of a research group yet, but introducing to many of you this big initiative in which we are all kind of working, which is the preparation of a proposal within a program called María de Maestro. For those of you who may not be familiar with this is a seal of excellence that is given by the ministry based on past outcomes, background, and also a research program for the next 4 years. What comes with this is, well, quite some money, but not only that, but also some special place when it comes to the assignment of resources. For instance, PhD grants, or sometimes an entry to some specific networks that help a lot when it comes to expanding our research capacities. So how is this evaluated? Basically, around 3 elements. First, the team that is behind this proposal. Second, the outcomes in the last 5 years. And this, as we are going to present, the proposal will be up until the end of this year. So what we have done, I would say quite some program, is in the preparation of the strategic research program. This, as for some of you maybe interested, is focused on this idea of here, what we do, this plethora of research groups that we've seen are united in the idea of tackling inequalities and defending, fostering diversity. But we do it in a particular way, or this is what we're going to say, which is through transdisciplinarity, through evidence, through political explanations, and through political solutions. I will not go through the details of what this proposal means. There's a kind of many specific details that we have to complete, and I'm very, very grateful to all of you. Many of you have already contributed. We are now in the position of saying progress has been done, and as I said, and very soon this strategic program will be submitted to the Commission Permanente, which is kind of the executive of the department, which in turn will circulate it to basically the professors' board, including the tenure track professors, for feedback. Just very quickly, the idea of this program is this interaction between certain strategic goals and some specific key societal areas. All this has been elicited through an interaction with the staff, with the professors. So from these strategic goals, certain research questions have been shaped according to the specificities of these areas, and create these spaces of interaction where we have, on the one hand, some actions. No, this is a program. So with this program, with the resources, we will initiate actions specifically focused to meet this research, to answer the research questions, but also some horizontal actions related to training, internationalization, and economic and societal impact. These areas will create, interestingly, spaces of opportunity for all these groups that have been presenting now to interact. I thought very nice to hear that some of these groups are already collaborating. Well, this will create a specific opportunity for these interactions to have an organized space. But now, one challenge that we have is that this, again, diversity of groups needs to be presented in a way that seems easy to explain. No? And this is one of the decisions. For instance, it will be very interesting in the interaction and the feedback that comes. The next steps, according to what it has been discussed in the last few days, is, well, first of all, to present this first order draft to the Permanent Commission, and in due time, I hope very soon, will be submitted to the professors. And then, hopefully until the end of November, we'll have the feedback that then, during December, can use for perhaps an open session for discussing all the feedback that you have been providing. Then some key decisions that we need, so how we cluster these groups that we have been presenting today in a way that is easy to explain. And then also to decide who will be presented as leading this proposal. Hopefully then, with this decision, this is very important because some of the statistics that we have to organize, they need to be organized in these clusters, in these groups. So this is very important for the I don't know if they are here, some people who are helping in organizing the statistics. Well, the idea is that we'll be able to submit this when it's due, which is between March and May. And how can we do some contributions that are useful? No, I mean, all contributions are helpful, but on the key strategic decisions, we need to think that, well, we need to be aware of the evaluation criteria, but we need to know that this needs to be implemented in a smooth way, so we need to match, and we need to understand that this is very important, that this is one program for everyone. No, it's not for a particular team that is leading, it's a program for the whole department. And then for the specific feedback for the proposal, the document that will be circulated in some days, that is really far, far from being done. I mean, there are a lot of room for improvement, and we will really appreciate very concrete feedback on your side. Well, perhaps you want to change the title or the acronym, some text editing, but then help us to refine the proposals in a way that are more specific, that are more connected to the spirit and the ethos of the department. And then, well, let's avoid to say, why don't we now organize this strategic program in this completely different way that may be a good idea. Let's hope that this type of ideas that are good are for the second round of the
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, just to conclude, basically, Beatriz Rodriguez Lavajo's presentation gives two messages. One for the staff, permanent to be staff, which is there's work to be done in the following months. Months. Second message for master students. If this is successful, there are going to be plenty of opportunities for you to be funded while being a PhD. For PhD students, not sure if there's a message, but such as clear. Also for postdocs. Okay, opportunities for postdocs, for those who are about to finish or will finish your PhD soon. Thank you, everyone. Let's go for tea, coffee, whatever, and discussion. Thank you, everyone.